glorious era here on NXT. Bobby Roode riding high after NXT TakeOver Orlando. His defense of the new NXT Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura.
He certainly wears it well, doesn't he? The reigning, defending, and dominant NXT champion, Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode said he was going to change NXT, take it to the next level, shape it in his image. Percy, we talked a lot about the future of NXT. Looks like it belongs to Bobby Roode.
Yeah, it does. Look, I respect what the guy does. I respect his ability, but I can't agree with everything he's done morally. The guy just needs to put in the work and stop talking so much.
Maybe if you dressed professionally, Percy, you'd understand a man like Bobby Roode.
Man, I'm always looking good. What you talking about, Nigel? That cardboard suit you got on.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the NXT champion, the glorious Bobby Roode.
This is what it is all about for Bobby Roode, having the spotlight to himself.
Ladies and gentlemen, what can I say? What can I say? For the second year in a row, Bobby Roode made WrestleMania week simply glorious. I mean, think about it. Think about this. Think about it. I single-handedly sold out the Amway Center. 15,000 people filled all the way to the rafters because of me. And on that night, I gave those 15,000 people the treat of a lifetime because I allowed them to sit there and bear witness to the biggest box office superstar in the business today, baby. And during that night, I snuffed out the last little flickering star that was in the old NXT. And I proved once again that the fate and the future of this brand is in my control. And the transformation of Bobby Roode's NXT in my glorious era was finally complete. That was up until last week. Because you see, last week I had to sit at home and I had to watch Shinsuke Nakamura walk down that aisle and get into my ring. And then one by one, NXT superstar after NXT superstar filled the stage, and they started to celebrate and clap and pay homage to Shinsuke Nakamura, and all you people started singing and song and chanting his name. Yeah. Just like that. Yeah. It's pathetic. Hey, but let me tell you something. You saw everybody standing on that stage, but you know who you didn't see? You didn't see me. You didn't see Bobby Roode. You didn't see the champion. You want to know why? You want to know why I wasn't standing there like a moron like everybody else? Because I wasn't going to stand there and listen to the crap that came out of Shinsuke Nakamura's mouth. That's why. I wasn't gonna stand there and listen to the lie that Shinsuke Nakamura was telling. Shinsuke Nakamura didn't leave NXT. At NXT TakeOver Orlando, I beat Shinsuke Nakamura for the second consecutive time and retained my NXT championship. And I beat him, and I embarrassed him so bad that he had no other choice than to tuck his tail between his legs and get the hell out of NXT! And it made me physically sick to listen to you people cheer and chant when I stand here, the champ. So let me make this perfectly clear. None of you people in this arena deserve to be in my NXT. None of those people standing on that stage last week deserve, or matter of fact, belong in my NXT. So from this moment on, you have two choices. You can choose to jump on board and be a part of Bobby Roode's NXT. Or you can hit the bricks just like Shinsuke Nakamura did.
Wait a second.
Wait a minute.
Whoa!
Hideo Itami.
You see who it is?
And he's come out here for a purpose.
A lot of questions about Hideo Itami's status. His future here on NXT has sustained some injuries, but has been biding his time until he's returned here on NXT. This is big.
Champ, huh? Huh? You wanna mess with me, huh? Huh? You wanna mess with me? Champ, huh? Huh? Think this is funny, huh? Huh? You haven't been here in a while. Huh? You haven't been here in a while. Let me tell you something. Things have changed around here. Things have changed around here. It's not you. It's not about you. It's not about them. It's about me. This is my NXT.
Oh no!
Wait a second.
Gotta save! GTS to the NXT champion! Hideo Itami with an incredible return here on NXT, and he hit the champion right in the mouth.
It's about me.
makes Hideo Itami so impressive that he can do this to the NXT champion.
Oh, man. Ooh.
Hideo Itami don't care that Bobby Roode got the top slot. He don't care that Bobby Roode got the NXT title. I'm glad he slapped every bit of juice out of Bobby Roode's mouth, then hit him with a GTS. That's what I'm talking about, Hideo.
Oh, he cares, Percy. He certainly cares, because that's where his focus is going to be.
Hideo Itami with an emphatic return here to NXT.
Absolutely, of course, still to come tonight. The perfect 10 Ty Dillinger gets his perhaps final chance at revenge against Eric Young in a steel cage.
And later tonight, we'll also see women's division action as Liv Morgan and Aliyah look for retribution against the self-proclaimed iconic duo of Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. But standing by now is our broadcast colleague, Kayla Braxton, with an update on the WWE United Kingdom Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guests at this time. Two men who will be competing next week on NXT for the WWE United Kingdom Championship. The current UK champion, Tyler Bate, and 205 Live's gentleman, Jack Gallagher.
Hello, Jack. Good to see you, mate.
Good to
How are
see
you?
you too, Tyler. And may I just say, I saw the UK tournament. Amazing, amazing matches, and I think you did phenomenal for yourself.
Oh, thank you very much, Jack. I have the network myself, and I've been watching 205 Live, and I'm a very big fan of yourself.
Oh, thank you so much. And actually, I would like to thank you for this opportunity to win the UK Championship. It's been a short-term dream, but a bit of a dream of mine recently.
Well, I'm really looking forward to getting the chance to successfully defend my UK Championship on NXT.
Potentially successfully defend your championship on NXT.
Well, I guess I'll see you next week, Jack.
I guess you will, Master Tyler.
When you think about my career, and how I started at 35 and a half, it looked like I was never going to go anywhere.
I thought DDP's chances were minimal at best.
He was the guy that was never supposed to make it. You keep believing in yourself. When you get knocked down, get back up.
This man DDP has never asked for anybody's help. Everything he's gotten, he's deserved, and he's done it on his own.
By hook or by crook, he had become one of the top performers in the business.
You keep a positive attitude, anything is possible. Anything.
Welcome back here to NXT, and it was just moments ago before the commercial break that Bobby Roode was laid out by Hideo Itami in the middle of the ring. The NXT champion is still down, being evaluated by the WWE medical staff and our officials. We want to take you back and show you what happened. This was a slap right to the face of the champion from Itami. And really talking trash in the face of Hideo, but Itami with a tremendous message to the NXT champion. Go to sleep right on the jaw of Bobby Roode. Simply incredible way to kick off NXT here. Hideo Itami just marched down to the ring and knocked out the NXT champion.
He's still out now.
Yeah. Cold. Unbelievable. Hideo Itami with a go to sleep there and takes out Bobby Roode, making it very clear it is all about the NXT championship. Well, turning our attention elsewhere as we try to get the show back on track here. As you may have seen earlier today, Heavy Machinery got more than they bargained for as they trained at the WWE Performance Center.
Oh yeah, 495 pounds, Tucky. Are you ready?
Ready.
Are you ready to show me what Heavy Machinery does? Even the new guy. Here we go, Tucky. Boom, shakaloo. Oh yeah, check it up. Oh yeah, that was ready for business. Oh yeah, here we go now. What's this?
Wasted your time.
Get in there.
Eso no te va a ayudar, perro.
See you this week. Where in the world is he going this time of day?
He's probably going to a party or something, you know.
At 1:15 p.m.?
Sounds like Andrade Cien Almas has laid down a challenge with Drew McIntyre for next week.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Gomez Palacio, Durango, Mexico, weighing in at 210 pounds, Andrade Cien Almas.
Andrade Cien Almas looking to rebound off of TakeOver. His encounter with Aleister Black, but Nigel, what do you make of the reports that Almas was out until the wee hours of the morning after TakeOver, before WrestleMania nonetheless?
Has there been anybody to back up those reports, or is that just gossip, Tom?
That's 100% true. My buddy, one of the general managers of a club downtown, said he was out till 3:45 a.m.
I wouldn't trust any of your buddies, Percy.
Please, man, my guys are highly reliable.
Now the question is, does Andrade Cien Almas take competing in the ring seriously, or is he more concerned about going to the club?
I think he absolutely takes it seriously. I mean, that was just one loss. Everybody has some losses on their career at the end of the day. I think let's wait to judge this man.
I don't know. I think it's a little bit of both, but he needs to turn more focus to the ring.
And his opponent from London, England, weighing in at 205 pounds, Danny Burch.
Well, Danny Burch, a man I know very well, had a somewhat unfortunate showing at the United Kingdom Championship Tournament. Danny, a very, very credible sports entertainer, has a strong boxing background. So look for that left hook.
I spent a lot of time with Danny Burch back in the early days of NXT, and I can tell you what, he's aggressive, and he is technically sound, so the guy can get the job done.
Now Andrade trying to take the early advantage here, and Danny Burch, a person you probably recall from his first time in developmental to now.
Oh, look at this, see?
Burch has completely transformed his body, but Almas doesn't really seem to care, just hanging out.
Trying to get in Burch's head, but it's not going to work.
It's just too cocky.
Look at Danny Burch. Danny Burch has never been one to play these types of games. Burch is a straight-ahead fighter.
He's a veteran, no doubt about it. He really feels like he's got something to prove here. As I said, he came out short. Somewhat of a questionable pinfall decision against him. Got kicked in the head, and some people thought it wasn't a 3 count. He certainly didn't.
Here we go.
And able to send Almas across the ring here. And the question is, can Almas focus in this type of match?
You better.
We heard the news a little bit earlier on. Tyler Bate and Jack Gallagher next week competing for the WWE United Kingdom Championship right here on NXT. Oh, and Danny Burch showing that veteran know-how.
Danny Burch has been doing his homework, fellas.
No question about it. Wait till you see that Tyler Bate in action next week.
Now Burch off the ropes. Oh, and taken down by Cien.
Wow.
Just like that, turned things around very quickly. Wasn't pretty, but it certainly got the job done. Now we're going to see that aggressive side of Almas.
Oh, my God.
The crack of a whip.
Talking about making your heart skip a beat. Come on.
The boots there in the corner.
Forcing the air out of Danny Burch's lungs.
He's taking his time here.
Smug look on the face of Andrade Cien Almas, the arrogance. It's a man who believes sports entertainment is a birthright.
I mean, this guy's a second-generation superstar. He thinks he's entitled.
Look at Burch.
There you go.
Oh, shot on the back of the neck.
What a boot.
Cannot afford to turn your back on a superstar the caliber of Almas.
Rule number 1.
Oh, double knees into the corner.
Burch couldn't even get his hands up to defend himself here. This could be it.
Almas setting up for the hammerlock DDT. Cover here, and Almas, this is how good he can be.
Here is your winner, Andrade Cien Almas.
Sienna showing that he can focus up in this match when he wants to, but again, it's right back to playtime. Let's take one more look back at this match here. Andrade Cien Almas and Danny Burch. And look at Danny Burch unload, but he will get caught in a big way here by Almas.
Made the mistake of turning his back, and then when he had the advantage, look at Almas push it. Double knees in the corner. Burch was done at this point, couldn't even get his hands up. And here's that hammerlock DDT. You see the way he hooks his leg to get extra impact on the top of his head. 1, 2, and 3. He will be celebrating that tonight wherever he decides to go.
And if one superstar has reason to celebrate, it's the NXT Women's Champion, Asuka. As the entire women's division targets the Empress of Tomorrow, it's become clear that Asuka will do anything it takes to remain champion. Reign continues.
Who's left? I'm still champion.
I don't think the rest of the NXT Women's Division was ready for what Asuka brought to the table.
Asuka has been the most dominant champion NXT has ever seen.
She's the most dangerous person in NXT.
She's been champion for a little over a year now.
She's undefeated for a reason. Some of the best women in the world have stepped to her, and all of them have failed. From the second that she came to the WWE, she was dominant.
She has worked out where she's going to hit you, at what time, at what part of her body she's going to use to take you down.
I've never been hit as hard as when I've been hit by Asuka.
She's willing to do anything to keep her NXT Women's Championship. Her kicks are lethal. Her submissions are deadly. Asuka is just as deadly as she is arrogant.
Recently, I've noticed a little bit of an Achilles heel. She's getting a little confident lately. Cocky.
Nobody is ready for Asuka!
I will be the one.
I will be the one.
I will be the one.
We will be the ones to defeat Asuka.
I will be the next.
I will be the next.
And next.
The next.
The next NXT Women's Champion.
I know who you are. I know you're not ready.
The NXT Women's Division is united in its desire to take down Asuka. And speaking of Women's Division, we've got a huge tag team match coming up when Peyton Royce and Billie Kay look to show the team of Aliyah and Liv Morgan why they're called the NXT's iconic duo. Don't go anywhere. That match is next.
Welcome back to NXT, and we are getting closer and closer to our main event here tonight when Ty Dillinger will do battle with Sanity's Eric Young in a steel cage match. Let's take a look now at the history between these two as Ty Dillinger prepares to make SmackDown Live a perfect 10.
This is what I've been working 15 years for.
Oh my God! The perfect 10, Ty Dillinger, is here on SmackDown Live.
But since I've left, I've had this nagging feeling that I still have some unfinished business here in NXT.
Bobby Roode puts an end to Ty's moment here tonight.
There's only so many times you can let down the same people that have had your back. Am I still a perfect?
You can have everything. You just gotta choose to make it perfect. I'm not asking.
Dillinger not listening to Eric Young. Looking for the tiebreaker. Oh my God!
If Sanity wasn't dangerous enough already, they might have just become unstoppable.
It's always Eric Young and Sanity. Where he goes, they follow. Bring the whole family, bring everybody. Because I'm gonna knock them all down one by damn one.
Choices! Choices! Dillinger, you belong with us.
At TakeOver, I simply lost to a numbers game. Am I joining Sanity? Hell no.
Choices are coming for everybody.
Dillinger strong and Jose standing tall.
What kind of a man knows that he's walking to his end and he invites his friends?
Oh my God, is that?
That's Roderick Strong.
Rod. You're drowning in your own choices. Let me be the one to end it for you.
So Sanity wants to keep coming for me? Fine. I got plenty of fight left in me.
Here comes a perfect 10, right after Eric Young and Sanity. And the numbers of Sanity, just too much.
If Eric Young thinks he's gonna play this whole numbers game thing with Sanity again, that's gonna be a little tough because this match takes place inside of a steel cage.
Dillinger, you made your choice.
2 tons of steel, 15 feet to the floor of the arena.
And it was the wrong one.
No matter the outcome, the rivalry between Ty Dillinger and Eric Young will be settled here tonight inside a steel cage. I cannot wait for our main event.
The following contest is a women's division tag team match scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Liv Morgan.
You know, Percy, I found out recently that you are actually a previous resident of New Jersey.
That's correct, man.
So I understand now why you're so thrilled when Liv Morgan comes out here all the time.
Yeah, man, from Brick City, me and Liv are friends, man. She picked me up the other day when we went out for coffee. You mad, Nigel?
You have never been out with a girl in your life.
I smell the hate all over you.
Liv Morgan ready for tag team action here alongside her friend here inside Full Sail University.
The fact you live in Jersey, mate, that explains a lot.
Her tag team partner from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Aliyah.
Well, Aliyah has certainly been the cat's meow over the last few weeks and months here on NXT, getting set for tag team action with her friend Liv Morgan. And we saw it recently here on NXT. The bullying from Peyton Royce and Billy Kay has continued on Aliyah and Liv Morgan.
I mean, I hate to see it, but the bottom line is Aliyah has got to stand up for herself.
That's the smartest thing you've ever said right there, Nigel.
Aliyah did. She dumped Billie Kay and Peyton Royce in a tub.
And their opponents, from Sydney, Australia, Peyton Royce and Billie Kay.
As we get set for NXT Women's Division Tag Team action, Liv Morgan and Aliyah ready to face off against Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. And this is something that's been going on for quite some time here on NXT. Even though Asuka is the NXT Women's Champion, it's Billie Kay and Peyton Royce that believe they're on top of the NXT Women's Division. They feel they can push people around, do it exactly and whatever they want at any given time. But we'll see how Liv Morgan and Aliyah do here tonight against a pair of rivals they've known for quite some time in Royce and Kay. We'll see if Peyton Royce and Billie Kay can inflict some more damage here tonight on Liv Morgan and Aliyah. And frankly, they've been targeting these two for months now on NXT. So here we go, Billie Kay and Liv Morgan to start this thing off in tag team action. Nigel, I just don't understand it. If Billie Kay and Peyton Royce have some unresolved problems, if they were bullied as kids, why not go see some counseling or something like that? Why not be nicer, do unto others as you like done unto yourself, right?
At the end of the day, you got to choose your own course in life. You know that, Thomas.
Don't understand what you're driving at. Off the ropes here, and Billie Kay able to stop her momentum. Now Liv Morgan. Oh! Ooh.
Lovely hip toss.
Look, they're going to celebrate and show off. Come on now.
They're enjoying themselves. They are the most iconic duo in NXT history. No doubt about it. Whoa.
Self-proclaimed, Nigel.
Oh, hold on a second here. Now Liv Morgan with a cover here, and I think we might be going for a ride here. Billie Kay is in some trouble.
Round and round she goes.
Like a New Jersey Turnpike. Cover here, and a kick out, and whoa, one more time. Percy, this should be very familiar to you from all your time in New Jersey.
Hey, man.
Shoulders down, and a kick out.
You got something against Jersey, Tom?
As a person from Philadelphia, I have a ton against New Jersey. Tag made, in comes Aliyah. Aliyah, who's borne the brunt of this bullying from Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. Oh! The leg drop there from the turnbuckle, cover, and a kick out by Billie Kay.
Yeah, Aliyah's been on the wrong side of that for a long time now. That she actually came into NXT at the same time as these girls, and from day one they were giving her grief.
Oh, and a big right hand. Billie Kay, the cover here, and Aliyah able to get out in time. Tag.
Look, Billie and Peyton, they want to get inside your mind. It's all about psychological warfare, and these two got a PhD in manipulation.
Now a cover by Peyton Royce and a kick out by Aliyah at one. The fact of the matter, we've said it multiple times, for Billie Kay and Peyton Royce to truly run the division, they have to hold the NXT Women's Championship. Asuka, her reign at 382 days as of today.
Wait.
Shoulders down, and a kick out by Peyton. Oh!
That could be it.
That could be the end of this match right here, and looked like Aliyah kicked out in time, according to the official.
I think one of those shoulders may have been up. Couldn't see from our vantage point. Perhaps the left shoulder it was.
It's up to the official's discretion here. This match continues. Oh! And Aliyah trying to dive out, trying to make a tag to Liv Morgan. Oh, and Billie Kay, come on now.
The ref's not.
Oh! Liv Morgan with a drop kick. Aliyah the cover. And Aliyah and Liv are going to win this one.
That's what I'm talking about, Liv.
Here are your winners, the team of Liv Morgan and Aliyah.
What an upset.
Look, Peyton, Billie, they are right. Look at them.
Furious. Well, Liv Morgan, let's call a spade a spade. She came in illegally without a tag to interfere.
And Billy Kay giving assistance to Peyton Royce.
They do it all the time.
That wasn't illegal.
I guess you got me, fellas. Turnaround's fair play. The iconic duo, they are not going to be happy.
They're not happy. Nigel, they're throwing a tantrum in the middle of the ring. They're reverting back to their old selves. You're speechless.
I am.
Even you can't defend this. And it's almost main event time. Ty Dillinger prepares to say farewell to NXT in a steel cage match against Sanity's Eric Young. But will it be an ending worthy of a perfect 10 for Dillinger? Don't go anywhere because that steel cage match is next.
NXT is the next generation, and the next generation has arrived.
NXT, the future is now.
We are live at Full Sail University. Over the last year, NXT has grown into a major force. NXT is taking over.
You could be looking at some future Hall of Famers compete here tonight.
How impressive and how exciting the future of WWE is.
NXT redefined the sports entertainment landscape.
The future is now. NXT, the future is now. Available now online or wherever books are sold.
Welcome back. And after an unbelievable Full Sail debut, the mysterious Aleister Black returns to in-ring competition in hopes of claiming yet another victim next week here on NXT.
I cannot wait for that one, but how about this? Newly minted NXT superstar Drew McIntyre takes Andrade and Almas up on his challenge for a match that has officially been signed for next week. Does Almas have the focus to back up his strong words and take down the former Intercontinental Champion?
And as if next week wasn't big enough, don't forget that the WWE United Kingdom Championship will be on the line when Tyler Bate defends the title against Gentleman Jack Gallagher. Which of these talented UK exports will leave Full Sail as the champion? We'll find out next week, right here on NXT.
It is a rivalry that began with Eric Young attempting to make Ty Dillinger join Sanity. The Perfect 10 wanted no part of it. Tonight, Dillinger and Eric Young settle their rivalry inside a steel cage.
The following contest is a steel cage match. The only ways to win are by pinfall, submission, escaping through the door, or over the steel cage with both feet hitting the floor. Making his way to the ring from Niagara Falls, Canada, weighing in at 225 pounds, he is the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger!
Tonight, Ty Dillinger has unfinished business. It has been a joyous few weeks for Dillinger, arriving on SmackDown Live. But before he moved on to SmackDown Live, Dillinger said, I must take care of Eric Young.
He wanted revenge, specifically asking William Regal for a cage match. In my mind, that could be a huge mistake. Wanting revenge, he could be injured just as soon as he got that opportunity. On SmackDown Live, it could be taken away from him, and Eric Young could be the one who gets revenge.
here. Eric Young, the leader of Sanity, sending Wolf, Dane, and Cross to the back. You would think there would be a tremendous advantage in a steel cage match. Dillinger probably wouldn't even think about escaping through the door or over the top of the cage in that kind of circumstance. It looks like Young wants to do this by himself.
Absolutely, I think he's a very proud man. I think he wants to be the person to win this. He didn't want Dillinger to be able to come to him and go, yeah, but you had all your friends on the outside. And I'll be honest with you, I think Eric Young can get the job done. He's a tenured veteran of sports entertainment. 20 years in the job. He's had a number of cage matches himself. I don't know if Dillinger has. I don't know if Ty Dillinger knows what he's in for.
Come on!
Well, you won't have to ask very often.
And Eric Young diving inside the cage, and look at Dillinger closing it shut.
I love this. He's locking the door himself. Here we go.
Dillinger locking himself inside with Eric Young.
All that pent-up emotion and aggression. Finally, he's got what he wants. Young in a steel cage. This is your opportunity, Ty. You better make the most of it.
Remember, Eric Young tried to ruin Ty Dillinger's life, tried to ruin his career, ripped away opportunity after opportunity from Dillinger. Oh, look at Dillinger catching himself and already trying to run up there alongside the cage.
Ty finally now is getting his chance to get Eric Young one-on-one inside the steel cage.
Oh, and there goes Eric Young.
And let's remember, though, guys, this all came into being because Eric Young gave him an opportunity to join Sanity, and he said no.
Exposing the knee. Could be time for the tiebreaker up on the shoulders.
Look at this.
Oh, it's all legal. It's all legal inside a steel cage, and Eric Young well aware of that.
Nasty.
And that's just it, fellas. This cage is extremely physical. It'll push you to the limit.
Face first into the steel cage. Eric Young in control, and Ty Dillinger could be badly hurt here inside the cage.
This June, get ready to get loud. See Bobby Roode, Asuka, Sanity, and so many more when all the excitement of NXT heads your way this summer. Plus a special appearance by Cruiserweight Champion Neville, Jack Gallagher, and more live. WWE presents NXT Live, coming to the Download Festival weekend in Derby and a city near you on the following dates. Tickets are available. For more information, head on over to WWE.com.
Ty Dillinger trying to gather himself here inside of a steel cage, but Eric Young has been ravenous.
That's just one thing about the cage. You use it as a weapon. This thing pushes you beyond your limits. This is something you can't really prepare for.
Eric Young still ticked that Ty Dillinger wouldn't join his ranks. Young saw an opportunity to bolster Sanity.
Look at this.
Look at the face of Ty Dillinger pressed against the steel. He wants to punish Dillinger.
He's going to have all the opportunity he wants. Almost nowhere for Dillinger to go. That's the irony, isn't it? Dillinger wanted to have a cage match so Young couldn't escape.
Eric Young telling the official to open the cage. Remember, you can win this match by escaping the cage. Both feet have to touch the floor.
If I'm Ty Dillinger, I'd let Young get out. I'd let him win the match and say, you know what? I made a mistake. I'll go to SmackDown Live and I'll be healthy. The more you keep Young in there, the more opportunity he has to hurt you.
But that's the kind of person Ty Dillinger is. He wants to beat Eric Young in front of the entire world. He wants to put him on his back.
Oh, and look at Young. Young showing off his power here.
Could have damaged his neck there. Oh!
And the elbow run on the back of the neck of Dillinger can win this by pinfall and a kick out.
And I get it. I understand he's proud. He wants to end this chapter of his career on top. I hope for his sake it's not the final chapter of his career.
Oh, went for the super kick and Sanity. Sanity's Eric Young caught him. Oh, launched into the edge of the cage here, but it was Dillinger able to brace himself.
It's a smart move. Able to change direction slightly and land on those ropes.
Eric Young giving chase, now both men up atop the ropes.
So dangerous, so precarious. Whoever falls, whoever's left up has got the best opportunity. Here we go.
Now Dillinger with a chance here. Remember, if he can get over the walls of the steel and touch both feet to the floor, he'll win this thing.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no. Eric Young with a power bomb. Cover here on Dillinger. Kick out.
Sit out power bomb from Young. Got all of it.
Take one more look at this. Eric Young showing off his strength, and the sit-out power bomb nearly put away the perfect 10, but Dillinger not gonna quit.
Young.
And once again, hold on, opening the cage doors, the official, Eric Young, thinking about escaping.
He could have got out there, couldn't he? Chose to come back in, though. Wants to exact more punishment. Is he going up to escape, or is he going up to try and hit an offensive maneuver? I don't know.
I don't know. We're going to find out. You never know with Eric Young. Up to the top here, and Ty Dillinger trying to yank him back down. Oh, whoa. Got him by the throat.
Oh.
Eric Young. Ty Dillinger is going all out against Eric Young inside the cage.
After his destructive return,
an emphatic statement from the Scotsman.
Drew McIntyre battles Andrade Cien Almas.
This man can get down and dirty and hit you hard.
Plus, Tyler Bate.
The first ever WWE United Kingdom champion.
Jack Gallagher.
Don't let the appearance fool you. Jack Gallagher is a dangerous man.
Clash for the WWE United Kingdom Championship. NXT. Next Wednesday, 8/7 Central. Only on WWE Network.
Oh, and into the steel. And Young is getting tossed around here. Here comes Ty Dillinger. Oh, back first.
Now Dillinger can escape, surely. But he didn't try to. Got to be careful if he leaves Young.
Oh, super kick.
Super kick upside the
Look
jaw.
at the face of Eric Young.
Done.
His eyes nowhere. Look where Young is. He's close to that door. So Dillinger may try and get out.
Dillinger is going to try and escape to the top of the cage, trying to get over the lip of the cage here.
Oh, he's over.
And Eric Young is trying to drag Dillinger back in as a hold of the back of the neck. Oh!
Just by the fingertips. Oh!
He's got to be careful with the impact there. Nearly knocked Dillinger out of the cage. Now Dillinger back inside. These two exchanging shots. Wait a minute, now it's Eric Young. Eric Young with an opportunity to escape here.
I got to stay in it.
Up on the top of the cage, and Dillinger's got to be careful here.
Well, Young opting to try to escape before Dillinger was knocked off the top rope. That was a mistake, clearly.
Remember, both feet have to touch
the
floor.
That's it! Get out of there, Young, and win the match. No.
Oh, look at this.
No!
Oh, my God!
Young had this match won, but instead of going to the outside, he wanted to prove a point. He wanted to hurt Ty Dillinger, injure Ty Dillinger, and win this.
Looking for the cover here on Dillinger, on the elbow drop, and Dillinger kicked out. How did he kick out?
And here from the top, as I said, he had the opportunity, but instead, all the way halfway across the ring, landing a huge elbow drop. Dillinger prone in the center, Young back to his knees. Surely now he must escape. Surely this will be a huge mistake from Ty Dillinger. Oh no.
Dillinger won't quit. You can hear Eric Young saying, this is it. Wave goodbye.
Wait a second.
Hold on. Tiebreaker from out of nowhere. And Eric Young is rocked.
Eric Young just couldn't resist.
He should have took the opportunity when he had it and got out of there.
100%, but he just couldn't resist the opportunity. So he came back in, and instead Dillinger picks him up and there delivers the tiebreaker. That could be the difference maker.
Now Dillinger with perhaps his best opportunity in this match. Trying to crawl, trying to drag himself towards the cage door.
4 feet, 3 feet away now. Wait a second.
What the hell?
Oh, come on, man.
It's the rest of Sanity.
Extension!
No disqualifications. Sanity locked the door.
Wait a second.
Roderick Strong, Cassius Ohno, Ruby Riott. It is an all-out brawl outside the cage.
Strong, Ohno, and Riott come to equalize things.
Look at Wolf was trying to get inside the cage to help out Eric Young. Killian Dane.
Dane almost roofed the entire cage 6 inches.
Look, the official outside the ring is down, and now the monstrous Killian Dane. Where the hell's he going?
Where we going?
Oh, Dillinger's really going to regret it now.
Oh, and bouncing Dane off the cage. Oh, and Eric Young going to take advantage. Look at Wolf trying to scale the cage, too. Oh, man.
Dillinger doing well to keep members of Sanity on the outside, but eventually someone's going to get in, surely. From the NXT universe, imploring Dillinger to get out.
Ty's got to go. Ty's going to go on top here because the door is blocked, but Alexander Wolf is right in the way. Killian Dane is inside the cage. No. What is Dillinger? Oh, Dillinger!
Ty cleaning house.
Huge crossbody off the top of the cage. And now Dillinger, 6 to 8 feet away from that door, and freedom.
Turn around, Ty.
He's
Get
there.
out of there, Ty. Dillinger's gonna win. Sanity is locked.
Here's your winner, Ty Dillinger.
What a victory for Ty Dillinger. All these months of anguish at the hands of Sanity, and now finally they get their comeuppance. He can stand there victorious.
Redemption claimed by Ty tonight.
Sanity beside themselves, and understandably so.
Dillinger celebrating with Cassius Ohno. And Roderick Strong tonight was a perfect 10. Eric Young can't believe it.
take a look at how he did it. Here off the top. Look how fly. He flies through the air. High crossbody takes down 2 opponents.
Take a look at Ty Dillinger sacrificing his body right here, putting it all on the line. This is how badly Ty Dillinger wanted to win this match.
And then as Alexander Wolf was scaling the cage, the last remnants of Sanity trying to get inside and get after Dillinger. Dillinger would escape the cage and lock his demons inside.
Dillinger, the triumphant hero. Young, the vanquished villain.
Dillinger puts the chaos of Sanity inside of a steel cage, sealed it shut, and celebrates with the NXT Universe. A perfect night for Ty Dillinger.